Well, hello, it's October 18, 2020, and we're in the Brisbane CBD. Right now I'm just above the Roma Street railway station. I'll just give you a bit of a look if I can get this camera over the fence. Yep, Roma Street railway station there. And all the trains going up to Cairns and further inland arrive at that station. Further up there is the Roma Street Gardens, which used to be railway yards, and we'll do the Roma Street Gardens a little bit later on down the track. But right now I'm just going to take you down Albert Street. That's the street I'm on now. And you can see this is obviously, it's in the Brisbane CBD, but you can just see how beautiful and green Brisbane City looks in areas. So I'll be walking down Albert Street and then I'm going to turn left into Ann Street. Before I turn left into Ann Street, I'm going to show you the Albert Street Uniting Church. And this church I'm about to show you, in 1907, the church became known as the Central Methodist Mission in recognition of its wider responsibilities as the main Methodist church in the city. And the congregation has been involved in a variety of welfare activities and has developed an extensive network of accommodation and other services for aged people as well. But the Albert Street Uniting Church is heritage listed church, and the actual number is 319 Albert Street on the corner of Ann Street. That's where we're headed in Brisbane City. The church was designed by George Henry Mayle Addison and built from 1888 to 1889 by Thomas Pearson and Sons, and it was originally known as Albert Street Methodist Church and Central Methodist Mission. It was added to the Queensland Heritage Register on the 21st of October 1992, and I think you may be able to see the church spire on the left hand side of the street there, just down. The first Methodist church in Brisbane, a modest brick chapel, was constructed in 1849 on the corner of Albert Street and Burnett Lane, but it was replaced in 1856 by a larger building. And by the early 1800s, the congregation had grown substantially, and in 1884 purchased a site on the corner of Albert and Ann Streets. Competition was held for the design of the new church, which was won by G.H.M. Addison. And the church was built, the church we're going to look at, was built for a cost of £10,000 by contractor Thomas Pearson and Sons. Other tradespeople included Petrie and Son Joinery and Exton and Goff stained glass windows. And in keeping with the importance placed on music in Methodism, a large pipe organ was installed. It was built by George Benson of Manchester for a cost of £1,000. And 5 foundation stones were laid by prominent congregation members on the 18th of August 1888, and the church was officially opened on the 8th of November 1889. We're getting closer to this church. In the 1920s, a marble honour board was erected in the front entrance vestibule commemorating the members of the congregation who served in World War I, and additional stained glass windows were installed as memorials in 1944 and 1947. Restoration work was undertaken in 1974 to 1975 and involved the replacement of the slate roof, and further repair work on the building was undertaken over the years. Beautiful looking church and how it contrasts with the new modern buildings. The church served as the symbolic centre of Methodism in Queensland. The annual conference was open each year in the church, and significant occasions for Methodists were celebrated there. With the formation of the Uniting Church in 1977, the church was then renamed Albert Street Uniting Church, and we're just about there at Albert Street Uniting Church. At King George Square. That's Brisbane City Hall. You can see with the clock tower. We did a video on that previously. You can have a look at that on my channel. Just going to cross at these lights. You can see the church spire there. Gee, that was good timing. Go. So it's still on Albert Street. That's Turbot Street running up there. You can see Brisbane City Hall over there in King George Square, and the Albert Street Uniting Church. What a beautiful looking church, contrasting against the modern buildings. Okay, let's see Albert Street Uniting Church. There's King George Square, and we're going to turn left into Ann Street. Ann Street runs parallel to Adelaide Street and is the northernmost street in Brisbane CBD in Queensland, Australia. The street is named after Anne, Queen of Great Britain, as part of the CBD street naming. It's a naming series of female British royalty. And Ann Street is a major thoroughfare linking as a 4-lane one-way street the suburb of Fortitude Valley in the northeast with the Riverside Expressway in the southwest. Okay, so basically it links the Riverside Expressway, which is just down the end there of Ann Street. There we go, just down the end of Ann Street, the Riverside Expressway starts. I'll see if I can zoom up there. You might be able to see that Riverside Expressway just starting. See the green sign there? Okay, so the Riverside Expressway starts about where that green sign is, way down there that you can see above the yellow clearance sign. Yep, so it starts really from there, goes all the way to the northwest, heading toward Fortitude Valley. And we're walking toward Fortitude Valley now along Ann Street. Behind that church is the old SGIO building. The new SGIO building is near the river now. Okay, let's keep going up Ann Street.
Skateboarding in King George Square is prohibited. In the interest of public safety, please sit right on the skateboard. Penalties will apply should you not cease skateboarding immediately.
Shrine of Remembrance is up here. It's a little bit windy. Not having much luck with the wind lately. Brisbane City Council School of Arts. What a beautiful old building. Some history on what is now the School of Arts. It's a servants' home back in 1865. The servants' home was established circa 1865 when Lady Bowen and a group of private citizens erected the building as a clearinghouse and hostel for new domestic servants who'd been attracted to work in the colony. The Brisbane School of Arts purchased the building in 1873 for the sum of £1,000. This was despite protests from some members who considered the site was too remote from their present premises at the corner of Queen and Creek Streets. Well, after extensive alterations and the addition of verandas on the three sides by prominent architect Richard Gailey, the building was opened by the Governor, Sir Arthur E. Kennedy, on the 17th of May 1878. The building remained as the Brisbane School of Arts until acquired by the Brisbane City Council in 1965 for the use as a municipal library. The building underwent extensive restoration in 1893 and was reopened on the 13th of February 1985. And this restoration received an award for meritorious architecture by the Royal Australian Institute of Architects and the John Herbert Award from the National Trust. Just keep going down Ann Street. You can see that building over there with those verandas with the steel ironwork. Just get a little bit closer. Yeah, that building there, that used to be the Salvation Army's People's Palace, I believe. Yep, that used to be the Salvation Army's People's Palace. Used to be. It's not anymore. I might just cross over here and go down Ann Street on the other side of the footpath. Now we'll have to wait because I've just missed the lights. The Shrine of Remembrance is just down there a little way. Also, Central Railway Station. There's one of the entrances to Central Railway Station anyway. I might as well cross here and then cross over on the other set of lights. We might just keep going down, I think. I think that might be the way to go. Here we go. Here's Grand Central Station, the Grand Central Hotel. It's part of the Central Railway Station.
And if the Cats kicked straight, they would have beat us by 100 points.
This is Central Railway Station. There's not a big foyer in this railway station, but this is the Central Railway Station. You can enter this station from numerous areas, get onto the various platforms, and across there, as you can see, is the Shrine of Remembrance and the Eternal Flame, which keeps burning in that Shrine of Remembrance. It's burning right now, actually. And each year on Anzac Day, the 25th of April, except for this year because of COVID, it didn't happen, but a dawn memorial service is held at the Shrine of Remembrance every year, Anzac Day, 25th of April. And there's wreaths laid around the eternal flame in memory of those who died in conflict. There's also a memorial service held each year on Armistice Day, the 11th of November, and wreaths are again laid at the eternal flame. The shrine was actually dedicated on Armistice Day in 1930. We might just cross over and have a little bit of a closer look. King George Square busway station has entrances from King George Square and is accessible from Ann Street too, by the way. By the way, Ann Street is home to several historic Brisbane churches, including St John's Cathedral, Ann Street Church of Christ, and St Andrew's Uniting Church as well. And if I've left a church out, I apologise. Some bottle trees down there. Okay, we'll continue up Ann Street. It's a better view of the Central Railway Station now that we're across here. And Sofitel Hotel have used some of this original frontage to the Ann Street Railway Station that you can see right there. You might be able to see the Sofitel entrance there. And there's the Sofitel Hotel. Okay, let's keep going. Matthieu, one of our viewers, wanted to see this video on Ann Street. And if there's anything that you'd like to see while you're watching, if there's an area you think that you'd like me to cover, just let me know and I'll do my best to do that walk for you. Also, please subscribe, because I need as many subscribers as I can get. If I get over 1,000 subscribers, I can do live feeds and then you can talk to me in real time. But for now, you can just write your request or any questions down below. Look at this big imposing church here. St Andrew's Uniting Church. Right on the corner of Creek Street and Ann Street. Yeah, very nice. Okay, we'll keep going down Ann Street. Oh, we've got a walk sign, that's fortuitous. bit windy. This is the Masonic Temple building. I'll see if I can give you a look of it. Or look at it. Right, as we continue up Ann Street. There's another old church in through there. I might go across the road because there's a beautiful church I want you to get a look at, and if I'm across the road you might get a better view of it. It's All Saints Church down there. We were just looking at that before. I'll see if I can get a better look at All Saints Church for you just quickly before we head on further down Ann Street. It's another beautiful looking church. All Saints Church. It's an Anglican church, this one. Isn't that a beautiful looking church? We'll just keep going down Ann Street. This is Cathedral Square. I'll just take you through here. It's just a beautiful little park here. All the jacaranda trees are out in flower. I'm not sure if they're not hibiscus trees, but think of the name of them. If you know, write it down below for me, that tree there. Here's St John's Cathedral. And you can tell that's been restored. That sandstone just looks faultless. So Ann Street runs between the Riverside Expressway, goes right through to Fortitude Valley. We're heading in the direction of Fortitude Valley. And on another video, we'll be walking through Fortitude Valley, doing a walk for you there as well. Please click and subscribe. Get those subscriptions up, because then I can do live feeds for you and you can talk to me in real time as I'm doing these. This is the 18th of October 2020. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's almost midday. Sounds like a bit of a drama down there. This is an area in through here which has various office buildings, etc. Yeah, well, that's the city for you. There's always something happening. There's always drama. There's also lots of fun and happiness in cities as well. I'm just going to take you across here to another little park as we continue down Ann Street. And we'll almost be finished after that with this video walk. Try not to get run over here. It'll be alright to cross now. There's no cars around. Okay, we'll just cross here now. There's absolutely no traffic around. Okay, this is a beautiful little park here on Ann Street called Centenary Place. And I'm just going to take you in here very, very quickly, and we'll just continue walking down Ann Street as soon as we've been in here. This memorial dedicated to Scotland's immortal bard, and it was presented to the city of Brisbane by the Burns Club. Dedicated to Scotland's immortal bard Robert Burns, 1759 to 1796. Just a nice little piece of green space here in the middle of the city. And there's just another little memorial down here I'll show you. Just take you down here for a little bit. There we go, another memorial to Thomas Joseph Burns, 1860 to 1898. It says here on this little plaque here, I don't know if you can read that, but I'll read it for you. Thomas Joseph Burns died in September 1898 at the age of 38 when he was Premier, Chief Secretary and Attorney General of Queensland. This, Brisbane's very first statue, was sculptured in bronze by Sir Bertram McKennell. It was unveiled at Petrie Bight at the junction of Boundary and Wickham Streets on the 22nd of August 1902 by the Governor of Queensland, Lieutenant General Sir Hubert Chermside. There's a suburb in Brisbane called Chermside, and we'll do a video walk of Chermside as well. And also one of the biggest shopping centres in the Southern Hemisphere, Westfield, is at Chermside as well. We'll do that walk later. But this goes on to say when Centenary Place was constructed in 1924, the statue was moved to where we are now, this present position in the park. So there we are. This is Brisbane's very first statue. Isn't it great they're planting all these flowers in through these parks? And I notice there's even more flowers just generally planted along footpaths in Brisbane. I think people need cheering up after this COVID. And it's a great thing that council are doing. Keep it up, Brisbane City Council. We need more cheering up. I'm just going back onto this section of Ann Street. Behind those gates is the All Hallows School. And there's St Anne's, that cream-looking building with the green ironwork. Brisbane Story Bridge is not too far away, and we'll be doing a walk on the Story Bridge with a future video as well. We'll be walking right along the Story Bridge. You might get a bit of wind noise on the Story Bridge, but it doesn't really matter. It'll be a good walk. Just love all these sandstone bricks, sandstone blocks making up these various walls. Aren't they beautiful? You see this a lot around Brisbane. Okay, and Ann Street actually runs down the hill there into Fortitude Valley, and that's where the valley is, just down the hill there a bit. And we'll be doing a walk of Fortitude Valley, and we'll be covering those areas as well. So you'll have to wait for that Fortitude Valley walk, and we'll do a bit more of Ann Street and go along Wickham Street as well, and Brunswick Street in the valley, and look at some buildings there too, and some streets and some other interesting facets about the valley and its history. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'm just heading back now. I might get a bite to eat somewhere, and if you want to write your comments down below, I'd appreciate it. Even if you have a request of where you'd like me to do a walk for you, and I'll do my best to do that walk for you. This walk is being done for Matthieu. He wanted to go down Ann Street. Well, I've taken you just about to the valley from the Riverside Expressway, almost, from the Albert Street Uniting Church down to this point. So I hope you enjoyed that, Matthieu, and anyone else who's watching, I hope you enjoyed that as well. Please subscribe. I need over 1,000 subscribers, so we can do live feeds, and then you can talk to me in real time as I'm actually walking along. So this is Jeff, aka Explorerman, signing off. I really thank you again for watching this video walk. Bye for now.